What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of Mickelson Racing Channel. Today we're going to go over 5 things that I absolutely hate about my Trailblazer SS. Before we get into the content, don't forget to like and subscribe right here in the corner of this video. The first thing that I hate about my Trailblazer SS is it idles at really low oil pressure and then the lifters start to tick. Everybody hear this? Yeah. Not a rod knock. When I rev it up and we start to get really good oil pressure, you know, 40 pounds oil pressure or something, that tick goes away. So that's how I know it's a lifter pumping up. Super annoying when I come out after having it idle for 15 minutes and it says low oil pressure on the dash. The second thing I find really annoying about my Trailblazer SS is that if I lock it with the key fob and let it sit overnight, come back out in the morning to unlock it, the doors do not unlock with the key fob. They'll unlock if I lock it with the key fob and then immediately unlock it afterwards. But if I let it sit overnight, it will not unlock with the key fob again. And I find that super annoying when you're trying to get passengers or trying to get something in the tailgate. The third thing I hate about my Trailblazer SS is the fuel mileage. Check that out. You can see the dash says 11.9 miles per gallon. Getting 12 miles to the gallon or less whenever you're driving your daily driver is really not that economical. You know, I'm not really a miser for miles per gallon and I don't live too far from where I have to go every day. But I do know that more powerful vehicles with more modern technology do get quite a bit better mileage than this. Heck, my 2011 Super Duty with diesel gets better mileage than my Trailblazer SS does. But that's the price you gotta pay for 400 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and still enough room to haul the mail. The fourth thing I absolutely hate about my Trailblazer SS happens only in the wintertime. In the wintertime, we get a lot of snow and ice buildup right here behind the tailgate hatch. And it is really difficult to open this tailgate hatch when you get a huge buildup of snow and ice in here. It just makes this impossible to open and close after a night of heavy snow or driving in the snow and rain and getting a bunch of ice buildup back there. So that is super annoying. The fifth and final thing that I hate about my Trailblazer SS is the location of the trailer lights connector. If you guys ever plan on pulling a trailer or anything with this Trailblazer SS, you'll find a conveniently located receiver hitch, and it's very simple to get the hitch in and attach your safety chains. They did think that went through. However, when you go to plug the lights into your trailer, you have to climb under your vehicle, come up in here, and you have to disconnect this connector, plug in another connector that then transforms your 7-pin Trailblazer SS connector into a 4-pin trailer connector. Now, I find that to be a lot of screwing around for such a simple issue that could have been resolved at GM by GM. There are plenty of opportunities to mount a trailer connector or any sort of easier way to mount that. And I find it super annoying whenever I have to pull a trailer to disconnect that connector and then plug in my jumper that converts my 7-pin Trailblazer SS connector. Yeah, it's not a standard trailer connector. It's a Trailblazer SS trailer connector to my 4-pin, which I can then convert to a 4 or a 7, depending on what trailer I'm pulling. Thanks for tuning into this week's video all about everything I hate about my Trailblazer SS. I hope this gives you a little more information when you're going into buying, selling, looking at, being interested in, you know, whatever you want to do with your Trailblazer SS. So next time you consider getting into one of these for a daily driver or just a fun everyday vehicle, think about these things and think about if you can deal with them or if the juice is not worth the squeeze. Thanks for tuning into this week's video on Mickelson Racing Channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribe is right here in the corner of this video. Thanks for checking out my Trailblazer SS, complete with steel wheels and snow tires.